about making a move to South Florida and you're wondering what the different communities are like? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go over what I call a secret hidden gem of a town called Palm City here on the Treasure Coast. It is one of my favorite cities, so stick around, you're not going to want to miss this video. My name is Megan Schoner. I'm a local real estate agent here on the Treasure Coast of Florida, and I love helping people every single day like you find your treasure of a home here on the Treasure Coast. Whether or not you're looking in the next 9 days, 90 days, next year or two, please feel free to reach out to me. I love connecting with all of you guys from YouTube, and I would love to just have a phone conversation. So let's dive into Palm City, Florida. Some of the things I think that make this town a little bit different and unique. A lot of people that are watching my channel have heard of Port St. Lucie, Florida. It is a very large city. We're close to 250,000 residents right now. And so a lot of people are familiar with it. They may not know anything about Palm City. Palm City is located in Martin County versus Port St. Lucie that is in St. Lucie County. In terms of Martin County, it's on the northwest portion of the county. Well, one of the many things that makes it unique, but one of the things is their location. So within this community, you have both access to Interstate 95 and the Turnpike. So if you are looking for a closer commute down to the airport, West Palm, if you need to get closer down to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, you have easier access to the highways both that way. In Palm City, again, in the Treasure Coast area, you're still about 2 hours from Miami and 2 hours from Orlando. But we see a lot more people in the Palm City area commuting further south because you have easy access to both 95 and the Turnpike. The other thing that's unusual about the location of the community, of the city, is that you have a lot of intercoastal and waterway access. So the St. Lucie River kind of snakes all the way kind of back through Palm City. So there are a lot of opportunities to own a home on the water. So if boating is really important to you, there are lots of opportunities here in Palm City. They also do connect over to the intercoastal. Other thing about Palm City too is that you're closer to the beaches. So if that's something that's important to you, you're about 15, maybe 20 minutes to the beach. Port St. Lucie, that you're about 30 minutes to the beach. Another thing is in Palm City too, you have kind of a mix of a lot of different things in the community. So one of the things that is a little bit unusual is you have a big equestrian community. So if you have horses or you want to board your horse, there are gated communities, Stewart West, where you can do that. And there's also a lot of farms and homes on acreage that you can have your horses out there as well too. And Martin County, you can actually have chickens too in some of those areas. So you have a nice mix of kind of farmlands as well as a lot of gated communities in the Palm City area. And then there are also some smaller, what we call like the kind of old Florida homes, smaller 3-bedroom, 2-bath, under 2,000 square foot homes that are not in a gated community. So those are available as well too. Palm City is a lot smaller. The size of Palm City is 26,430 residents. Compare that to about 250,000 in Port St. Lucie, so it is a much smaller community. There are 3 elementary schools, and they all feed into 1 middle school, and then that all feeds into 1 to 2 different high schools that is shared within Martin County. So a lot of the times you'll see the kids in middle school are biking and walking to school. It does have that real nice small town feel. You definitely get to know your neighbors. And what's different again about Martin County versus St. Lucie County is in Martin County, where you live determines what school your kids go to, versus St. Lucie County, where you can live anywhere in the Port St. Lucie and in more of what we call like the zone. So you have an opportunity to pick different schools within that zone, but you are not, everyone on the same street doesn't go to the same elementary school. So Martin County, you do have that more traditional school system. The other thing is Palm City also has a lot of golf courses too. So if that is something that you've had a lot of interest in, there are a lot of golf course communities here in Palm City. And again, because of where the location of Palm City is, there are a lot of doctors that live in this community, specifically because they're working at Cleveland Clinic Hospital. There are 2 hospitals. There's the one in Stewart and the one out in Tradition. So Palm City gives you your kind of right equal distance between the 2 hospitals. So you do have a lot of doctors that live in this community as well too. In terms of prices, because I'm a real estate agent and I always like to give you guys stats, the median sales price in Palm City is higher than Port St. Lucie. So as of July 2024, the median sales price in Palm City was $770,000. They get about 91% of the list price, 58 days on the market, and a 5.8 month supply, which is more of a buyer's market. And if you compare that with Port St. Lucie, the median sales price in Port St. Lucie at the same time was $419,165. Port St. Lucie is getting about 95% of the list price, 54 days on market, and a 3.8 month supply. So Port St. Lucie is more of a balanced market and at this point. So the other thing too, in terms of the prices of the homes in Palm City versus Port St. Lucie or St. Lucie County, is the taxes are a lot lower in Martin County than they are in St. Lucie County. And if you are looking for a gated community, usually the monthly HOA fees tend to be a little bit less in Martin County than they do in St. Lucie County. So if you're in that price point of 600,000 plus, long term, Palm City may be a better fit, more economical for you than living in Port St. Lucie because of the taxes and the HOA fees. So just something to consider. One of the newest communities here that's going to be launching in Palm City is Newfield Farms. So there's been a lot of hype on this. It is going to be one of the first, at least in this area, kind of like an agricultural community. Basically, haven't released pricing on it yet. They really haven't released a whole lot of information. We do know that they're going to build about 4,000 new homes in this community. It's a 170 acre sustainable community farm. They also have, I think it's 450 acres of KC trails, which all the different trails around in the area. And they really are going to have a focus on agriculture and farming and creating that farm type feeling in the community. So everyone's super excited about that. We don't have any pricing on it yet. I know that the builder out there is Madame Homes, and they're in the process of building, I think, 15 of their model homes. So hopefully in the next month or two, we should get some more information on pricing and when the sales center opens and everything. So that's a huge new community that's going to be coming into Palm City. But overall, Palm City is a fantastic community. It really has a little bit of something for everyone. It is unique, the fact that it is, a smaller town. You have easy access to downtown Stuart, great access over to the beaches. Boating is wonderful, and there's really all types of communities. So you've got wonderful gated communities. The other thing too about Palm City, that the median age there is 51, so it tends to be a little bit younger than Stuart, and it really is a very family-friendly community. So Palm City is always known for school systems and stuff like that. So it is a fantastic community. There is still some new construction with this Newfield Farms that is going to be opening. We also have Coulter with Canopy Creek. You've got really a nice mix of all different types of homes. So if you want to be in a gated community, that's available. If you want to not be in an HOA, but you want to have your boat in your backyard, you have opportunities for that. If you have horses or you want a lot of acreage, there are homes available in those areas. And the greatest thing too is just the location. So you are 10 to 15 minutes away from Tradition, 15 minutes down to the beach. The airport, you're looking at about 35 minutes or so to the West Palm Beach Airport. And again, still 2 hours up to Orlando. So lots of great things. If you have any questions about this community or anything else here on the Treasure Coast, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you and find your treasure of a home here on the Treasure Coast. I get a lot of questions from people that say, Megan, you do a lot on Port St. Lucie, but I'm interested in Vero Beach, or I'm interested in Palm City. Do you only do Port St. Lucie, or can you help me in other areas? So I wanted to also let you guys know too, I'm always happy to help you. I work from Vero Beach to the north, all the way down through Jupiter in the south. So I'm happy to help you with any of those communities. I love to pinpoint all different cities and communities in the area and help your dreams come true for your move to Florida.